We'll go straight into questions. Who wants to start us off? Sam?
Hey, Finn. Congrats on the points tonight. You've played against Seattle in really tough positions before. It was your first appearance as a Timber last year. This year, your first match at home against Seattle, you had a lot of key blocks and defensive moments. How did it feel kind of out there on the field for you, just kind of especially in those last few minutes when it seemed like, the defense was kind of serving like a wave after wave of attacks there?
It's a big question. When they're attacking like that wave after wave, it's up to me and the rest of the defenders, and to be honest, the rest of the team, just to stay focused and concentrated in those moments, because we know how to defend, and we can defend in those moments. It's just about staying focused on what our jobs are during those times. It would have been good if we could have potentially turned that into some counters or kept position a little bit better once we clear the ball and that sort of stuff. But that's how football goes sometimes, and they're an experienced team, and they're able to keep the ball in our half for a while and pile on a little bit of pressure.
Hey, Finn.
Hey.
I want to ask a little bit about how you feel like you're adapting and playing in the MLS. Every time we have a press conference, your name gets mentioned. Phil brought you up today as one of the star key players on our team right now. How do you feel like you've adapted into the MLS, and do you see room for improvement in yourself this season, or do you think that's just going to come as you grow as a player versus getting kind of adjusted to the league?
I think I have a lot of improving to do, both with and without the ball. I think that there's been some games I've done well, but even in those games I know that my level can be higher than that, and it's about pushing myself to get to that. I know that's going to take time and patience and hard work, which I'm putting in, and you have to be patient with that sort of stuff. But I definitely feel that I can continue to grow in this league with the staff and the teammates that I have. I think I'm in a great environment to do that personally. I think it's something that you just got to stay focused on and just keep striving for week after week. If I can help the team in positive ways, that can help me develop and grow, and just work on things every single week and just try to continue to improve to help myself and the team.
Finn, I'm just curious to get your thoughts on how you have to adapt your game when your center back partner picks up a yellow card, and then if that gets any more difficult when they're taken off at halftime and another partner comes in to partner you in the back line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it changes too much for myself. I don't really think about it too much in the moment. I think probably affects the player with the yellow card a little bit more. I guess it's in the back of my mind, but not really focused on it that much. It was unfortunate that Kamal got a yellow card in the first half, but he's a quality defender. Like, he knows, okay, now I can't make a silly foul or be too reckless now. And then changing partners mid-game, it's not the easiest thing, but it's also not difficult. Like, it's still football at the end of the day, and we train together, and I've been here for how long now? 8 or 9 months, so I'm a little bit more acclimatized to each player and how they play. Like I say, I've played more with Kamal than I have Dario, but he made it. He stepped in pretty well, and I know it's not easy to come on at halftime in a game, and he did very well.
Just a question about the result. It's 1-1 draw. You're in the stretch of a lot of games, like a game every 3 or 4 days here. What does this result kind of do for the team's confidence moving forward, as the games are still coming pretty frequently?
I don't know. I think that the team is going to be disappointed that we didn't win, first and foremost. I think it's easy to say, but the positive thing out of it is that we drew. We got a point. But I think that we're going to be most disappointed that we didn't get all 3. In terms of moving forwards, I think that this is a performance that you can build on. You can see things that we did all right, and see things that we need to work on and do better as a team. And that's something that we can only try to implement during training and in the next game.
Finn, Phil touched on you getting the rest midweek is probably coming into this match a little bit fresher than you might have. Do you think that's the case as well? And what does a rest in a busy stretch like this give you that we might not know?
what does a rest give you? I don't know. It just gives you a little bit of a rest. I don't know. Like, it's probably both physical and mental. I think. I mean, you're on the bench and you're still preparing as if you have to play the game because anything can happen, you know. But I think that physical, if you don't end up playing, it helps a little bit. As in, I don't have to recover. I can actually work during the week. I mean, I wanted to play against Salt Lake, so I was disappointed not to play. But I think that decision was made for the best thing for the team, and I'm okay with that. And I'm just trying to help and keep everyone ticking over.
Okay, we'll wrap it there. Thanks for the time, Finn.